Listen, Thanksgiving is tomorrow, and I know you don't have a yams recipe as good as this.
Hey, what's up? My name is Chase Andy, and welcome to the channel. If you don't know, I'm on a mission to see the world and experience every possible cuisine along the way. I love food, I love to cook, and the art of it. So follow me on my journey of seeing the world and tasting all the many different flavors and foods it has to offer. So subscribe, because we're going to make plenty of memories on this blissful ride.
Thanksgiving is the one time of the year that is truly unforgettable when you involve good company, good food, and great memories. You come up with a time of year that is full of love and joy. So let me show you how to make the perfect candied yams that can not only complement those experiences, but impress yourself, your friends, or your family this holiday season. To start, we're going to cut up some sweet potatoes. Usually in traditional southern recipes, candied yams are sliced and not diced, but for this recipe, we're going to dice them. We're dicing the yams for a few reasons. One, it's able to cook a lot faster when you dice them. Two, it's more palatable. It's able to be on the plate easier, scoop it off of the dish easier. You don't have to cut it with your fork, an extra knife. It's just easier all the way through and through. And lastly, it's better for presentation. A lot of times when you have yams that are sliced, they're all over the place, they sound more easy. I'll show you today how they can look a lot more beautiful in the dish compared to if you slice them like you usually do at home. Once you have the yams chopped, you're going to wash the yams. You're going to use a 3-wash method to clean the yams. Add your chopped yams in a bowl and wash them in the bowl until they're clean. This should take 3 washes. Similar to any other potato, like a russet. The wash also ensures we wash off any additional starch in the sweet potatoes as well. Once you have them washed, strain them, set them aside with the bowl so we can work on our syrup mixture. Grab a saucepan or a Dutch oven or whatever you have that can hold sauce and place it in a medium temperature. To the pot, you're going to add 2 sticks of butter and let the sticks come to a simmer. Once they have reached a simmer, you're going to add in your seasonings. It's important to note that when you add your seasonings in before a butter or oil, that begins to toast your seasonings or whole spices. And because we're not making curry, you don't want to do this. So make sure that your seasonings come to a simmer with the butter first, and then you're going to add them into the pot. To the pot, you want to add in a 1/2 cup of brown sugar and let this mix in. Next, you want to add in your cinnamon and let that mix in. Add in your nutmeg and again, let that mix in. Next, you want to add in your ginger. I use chopped fresh ginger, but you're welcome to use a paste or ground. And finally, for the dry ingredients, you're going to mix in your 1/2 cup of white sugar to the mix. Lastly, we're going to start on our wet ingredients. Add in your vanilla extract and mix until combined. Next, take an orange and grate some orange zest into the syrup and let this mix in. Take that same orange, cut it into 2 halves and squeeze the juice into the syrup. Mix this together until combined and keep mixing as you turn the heat up and it reaches a simmer. But you're not quite done. This last step is optional, but I think it really adds a major flavor profile to the yams. You're going to take about 1 to 2 teaspoons of bourbon and add that into the mix. Now, I know it's not traditional. I know it's something you see often on here, but I guarantee it's a flavor that is unforgettable to add into your yams. So try it. I promise you won't regret it. After you've done this, let the alcohol cook off for another 5 to 8 minutes and crank the heat back down once you're done. Then grab your baking dish and it's time to cook the yams. Grab your bowl of yams from earlier and combine them in your saucepan and let these mix in together for just a few minutes. After these have combined, grab your baking dish and put the yams in the baking dish. When you put the yams in the baking dish, make sure that you layer them by flattening the first layer, adding a second, so forth and so on. This way it presents a better presentation for the yams. Once you have your sweet potatoes fully in the pan, it's time to bake. To a preheated oven of 375, place aluminum foil on your dish and place it in the oven for 20 minutes. After it's done, take it out and you're going to check for softness. You're looking for yams that are extremely soft, and this probably won't happen on your first bake. So place them in the oven again for another 15 minutes. After the 15 minutes are up, take them out again, take the cover off, and top the sweet potatoes with a touch of brown sugar and place them back in the oven while cranking the oven down to 350 for a final 10 minutes. Once there, let them rest until cooled or until your tongue can handle the heat. It's important to note the longer that you wait in the oven and also wait after is important as well. The longer you wait in the oven, they will get a little softer, they'll be more melty, they'll be more buttery. It'll be a lot more easy for them to just kind of be nice and soft. Once you pull them out of the oven, the longer you wait, then you're able to, one, make sure that your sauce is reduced, and two, you don't burn your tongue. So the longer you wait, the better the yams. And just like that, you made the perfect candied yams for this holiday season. This recipe is sure to impress your friends, your family, or whoever else you're making a dish for this holiday season. Until next time, enjoy your dinner and happy holidays from Chase Andy.